Doing fine, I hope. I am coming to you on what is it? It's a Wednesday, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm getting ready to go to the doctor's in a little bit. So far I've had an appointment every day this week. And I have one. I don't think I have one tomorrow, but I will have one Friday. I might have one tomorrow depending on what happens today. But anyway, it's been one of those weeks. I'm getting closer to my dates that are coming up that I've had planned. So yeah, but I got tagged, y'all. I actually got tagged twice. I got tagged. Almost had a camera whole faux pas slip. I got tagged by Coloring with Miss Lori, and I got tagged with her in the coloring tag. Secret Confessions or some type of confessions or something, coloring confessions. And I can't remember who started it. I don't know if it was Michelle's coloring. I don't know. One of the ladies started it, and so it's been going around. And I've been catching up, watching everybody's answers to it. I'm going to try to do this today when I get home. If not today, tomorrow. It's 23 questions, and I will put them under my under this video. Well, anyway, I'll put them under this video under the description, or I'll try to. Let me not lie. I'll try to do the best I can. You always hear people say, and I'm going to put it under the description. And you know what? You go back, they never do it. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they forget. Because I know I forget sometimes. Well, anyway, I saw this lady do this tag. I guess the lady that created, I think her name was Miss Piggy Pages. I believe it was Piggy Pages. And I said, "Oh, isn't that cute?" But see, you know how I think. I'm like, "Oh, that if I do it, they're gonna think that I'm being fresh or risque," because they always say, "What's a little joke? The size does matter and stuff like that." It actually to me the size. I mean, it just depends on what you like. So I'm trying to keep it clean because sometimes some things I like. Ooh, anyway. Okay. Okay, anyway, let me move on. But to me, my eyesight was slipping a couple of months ago because of my cataracts. And so I've gotten those removed. Is it cataracts? Yeah, cataracts. I had them removed. So I couldn't see stuff. So I like stuff bigger and especially pages and stuff like that. So I was always coloring in my bigger books and stuff like that. But anyway, I like big books anyway because it's just easier to color and you got more pages, more space and everything. So I think that the thing went where you had to measure a Kirby Rosanes book. Now, to me, to a lot of people, Kirby Rosanes books are big books. They're 10 by 10. It's a perfect square. It's 10 by 10, and I think the pages are a perfect size. You get a lot of space on there, depending on how close they color to they draw to the edges or whatever. So a lot of people consider this a big book. This I don't think is the normal size. I don't know. It might be bigger. I don't know. But it seems like all of the other people have kind of doing their books the same way. Miss Camilla de Erreco, mythographic books, Johanna Basford books. There's a lot of books now. Johanna Basford has some tiny books. I've got two of the little tiny books: the Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest, or something like that. So anyway, I always take when I heard the largest book. I was thinking in the beginning. I said, "Well, I don't know if anybody did by size, not just by size of the book, but the number of the pages." Now, this is the biggest book or the largest book that I have. If you think about the number of pages, this one has 250 pages. I do not have any other books that have 250 pages. Miss Purple Penny Pages sent this to me, and it is a huge book. It is a Deborah Muller, and I do love her work. So this is the first page of it. I started. I'm going to try to color them in order. You know how you just have something you just really want to do. So I'll start this one, and then I'll kind of work a little bit towards the next page, but I won't start the second page until I'm actually totally finished. And then I'll finish starting this one, and then I'll pick the next one. You know how them little mind games you play. with yourselves. Yeah, I'm going to complete a page. So anyway, so this is the biggest book that I have, or you can call it the largest. Um, in the beginning, I thought, now I'm going to give you my answer with two, but I'm just going to go through how come I do like big books. And the biggest books that I had when I first saw these, or the biggest books I ever saw in the beginning. So I saw this book. This is Fantasia by Nick Filbert. That's his short name. And I thought this book was big. Is it bigger than? I think it's bigger than. It's big and it's thicker. Okay, it's just a little bit bigger than Kirby's books, but it is spiral bound. So it's bigger in a different way, and it's definitely thicker. So I was like, well, that's pretty big. And when I got it, I was like, ooh, that's the biggest book that I have. That's pretty huge. How big is it? Let me see. So it's a 10. Okay, it's a 10 by almost 11. So yeah, so that's just a little bit bigger. And so then I remember seeing, okay, I got this book. I don't know where I got it. I think I got it from Barnes and Nobles. And I was like, oh, this is huge. And I have not done anything in it. It's one of those color by dot books, a puzzle. It's a coloring book because after connect all the dots, then you color it. I haven't gotten that far yet. So let's see how big this book is. I was like, well, this is pretty big. I had to find a special place in my shelves for this. So this is a 14 a 10 by 14. So that's pretty big. Like I couldn't put this on my bookcases because I have the ones that I got from Michael's, the little wooden crates. I have to like set this on top of it. If I set up sideways, I can. And some of them I have my book sideways and some of them I have standing up. So that was a pretty big book. And then I saw some people with these books, the Coloring Heaven. And then these are like 11.75 and a little over 8.5. So this was pretty big also. Not big thick wise. And this is a special that they did for Miss Hannah Carlson. And so, yeah, Miss Kim sent me this one. This is like a collector's item. So I thought these books were big. And this is the only one that I have by them. Probably will be the only one. I think it's a subscription thing. So then I know that I saw this one. This is an artist thing. And child, I'm going through a science experiment with this because it was literally falling apart. It's supposed to be an artist edition of it, 24 drawings. I'm really highly disappointed in this because of various reasons. But anyway, I was like, well, this is big. It's got 24 drawings. Let's see how big this is. This is almost 10 by 13. So that's pretty big for a book. It's not that thick. It's heavy cardstock, that's for sure. So I had that one. Then another big book I think I got this one before I got okay. Then another big book I got was another one by Nick Filbert, and this one is actually cut down. So this is not how the size of it actually is, and I cut down because I had gotten a book binder and I wanted my book spiral bound. It's a long story, so I'm sure I cut off some inches. So it's a 13 now for me, 13 by 9, and I'm sure it's probably supposed to be bigger, but anyway, I have it spiral bound, and of which I like. Look at my nose, want to get athletic. Really, you always want to show out. Somebody's here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me do this thing right here real quick. Hold on. Okay, so then I said, okay, well, that's pretty big. Then, in between all of that, I had seen these books, Fantastic Collections by Steve McDonald, and I have all of it. Well, I don't have all of them. I think I have all of the big ones, He has a couple of others that are a little bit smaller, which are probably more the size of the Kirby Rosanes book. How much is this one? Is this one a 10 by 10? Yeah, this is a 10 by 10. Yeah, well, just a little bit. Yeah, 10 by 10, let's just say. So this is the size of most books now. And then so um, this one I thought was huge. So I was like, ooh, this is nice. I like it because everything is big. Okay, 11 and a half by 11 and a half. Okay, nice square book. I love square books. So it's really huge and it's got great pages, lots of mandalas in here. So yeah, I think this book is this artist, I think that's gonna be a collector's item if you ever do want to find it. He has one that I have been trying to find. It's called Fantastic Planet. Oh my goodness, it is like impossible. So then the next book that I got, well, not next in line, but one that is pretty big. Another Nick Filbert. Nick Filbert said, "Go big or go home." Okay, his books are huge, and the cost of them are huge too. So this one is over 11. Let me see. Yeah, 11 and a quarter. Almost. Oh, it's 11 and a half, and little. Oh, almost 13 and a half. 11 and a half by 13 and a half. Is that right? Yeah, that's about right. That's right. So, and it's already spiral bound. It is a gorgeous book. I love this book. This is one of the newest one. I got this one August of this year, and it's one of my favorites. I haven't gone crazy on it. I have been very selective when I color in it. I haven't started no whole bunch of whips or anything like that. So it's such a beautiful, beautiful book. So this one is pretty big. But before I got that one, I had gotten this one. Now, this is the mother lode of the big books. This is Wildegard. I have seen a lot of people with this book that I really admired. One person I really used to interact with a lot more, but you know how things change. Life gets, people get busy with life and career and everything. But Miss Bubble Studio had, as far as anybody that I would talk to that had this book, it would be her. And so I was like, let me order it because she has very good taste and I know it's going to be a good book. And it surely enough was. And then I think My Colorful Country Life just got it like maybe last year. I think she just got this one last year. I haven't seen her color. Yeah, I did see her coloring it when she first got it, but she's probably working on stuff in it. I know she's done a lot. I was gonna do a color along with her in this, but I was like, mm-mm. And I don't even know if y'all know what this book entails. It's a lot. It's huge. This is now. I know there's a bigger book. There has to be a bigger book than this one. Um, but I think this was the first page that I did complete. Of a big page. The first thing I actually did in here was this. Here was this circle, and that was the first thing I colored. And then that, like I said, that first thing was. Did I finish a double page in here yet? Hold on. I don't think so. I think that I haven't started a lot in here. I did mess up a page, which I will be trying to fix. Uh, and I think I just started that one. But I think this is the first page that's technically complete. And then if I finish this side, then that'll be my double page spread. But it is so freaking huge and very intricate. So with the sizes of the books, size is nice because it's especially if you have problems seeing, you know. and- But with comes size comes weight because now I got arthritis in my hand and some of these books are hard to pick up. And so, but I'm just trying to put them in order. the biggest. So anyway, thank you, Miss Evelyn Colors, for tagging me in this. The size matter. I think Miss Piggy Pages. Let me try to stick this one in here. Came up with it. Now you know what, Miss Evelyn Colors. She is not just a colorist. She's got a whole life over on her other channel. I don't even know if y'all know. She does hair products and hair journeys and stuff like that. She's got a big old following over there, y'all. I found it out years ago when she first came on because I'm so nosy. When I see somebody new, I'm like, I've seen that person somewhere. And I used to always do hauls on hair products and stuff like that. And, she has such a natural, calming voice. I was like, she has been on the YouTube before somewhere. And sure enough, after she first came over to coloring and stuff, I saw her over there. But I've never said anything about it. I don't know if y'all know, but if any of y'all have any hair care products or hair situations, she will be the one to speak about because she is a guru over there. Who is here? Hi, Bamboo. How you doing? Bamboo Cat Colors. Hey, Living Skies Vintage. How you doing? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I got each one either for like a birthday gift. You would save up. I would either make it a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or something like that. I didn't just go out and buy all of these at the same time because that's a lot. But yeah, so they are. I do like big books. I do. I need to cut this off. Like I said, this is a science experiment. But yeah, I do like big books. And so, um, I'll tag anybody that wants to do it. I guess I'll tag. Let me see. I'll tag Lori, Colin with Lori. I'll tag Kim. Kim. Um, I'm trying to think who does. I'll tag Foxy Colorist. Let's see. That's three people. Those three people. And I'll tag anybody watching it. Just only because I can't think of people's name. I thought I saw it. I'm gonna tell you this. I thought I saw it on. I saw one book. Oh wait. Oh, Mouse Guard, another big book. Hold on, y'all. Mouse Guard, where are you? Because that book I thought was huge. Where are you at? I don't know if it's out. I know it's hard to find. I believe it is out of print. Mouse Guard is not. Where is Mouse Guard at? Mouse Guard is probably looking at me. You know what? Because those books are so big, Mouse Guard doesn't even look that huge anymore. That's probably what it is. Because I'm probably looking at Mouse Guard thinking, this is not even a big book. I know I moved it because I did not want it to get dinged. Oh, here's Mouse. Now, Mouse Guard, I used to think was a huge book. I used to think this was the biggest book. Let me see. Is this a 10 by 10? And this book is tiny. And when I first got it, I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is a big book." This is a 14. Hold on, am I doing it the wrong way? Yeah, I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay, that's a 10 by 10. So it's a little thicker because it's got more pages in it. So like these books that we think are big, they're not even big anymore. I think Windagore is out of print, and you have to order it. I think I ordered mine through Etsy. I've seen some people sell it on eBay. I think that's the most expensive book that I got. It was because of the shipping was $35. But I think now some of those eBay things, they have free shipping for some of those books that were really pricey. Now, don't quote me, but I did see some free shipping on a couple of books that I really wanted to get, and I saw free shipping on there. So I don't know. The shipping was like $35. So I don't know if that did help make it higher. So anyway, I just left a Dollar Tree because I had to take my little 95-year-old cousin out. Yeah, he's 95. He was just telling me a story when I was little. Because I don't know if I told y'all when I was little, my feet were this way. Instead of your feet being like that, my feet were pigeon toed or pigeon whatever. And then they used to have to put boot braces, a brace with the boots with the shoes going that way. So my feet were like that, and you have to, sleep in it like that. But anyway, my feet are straight. I'm a little pigeon toed, but nothing to write home about. Anyway, he felt the need to tell me that story. At 9 this morning at the bank. I'm like, okay. So anyway, say the Dollar Tree was next door. So I got some of these magnetic bookmarks. I've seen a lot of people with these. They have positive aspirations, positive um, affirmations on here. I was gonna put some washi tape on there. Not that I have anything against positive affirmation. I think it's just 6 of them in here. I just want mine to say something else. So they're magnetic, and actually they're cute like that. Okay. I don't know why I thought that they would be a little bit different. I guess you don't have to put it there. You can put it like that. Okay, yeah. Um, I've seen some that people have little decoration up at the top of them also. But yeah, so they have them at the Dollar Tree. I've seen somebody was on here making them. I don't know if they still do that. I don't know how easy. I think it would be kind of easy to make these for you all that like to do craft and stuff. But I was thinking about blinging something out, like writing something on here for like the order of how I want to color something or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so I got that. I went there because I saw a video yesterday. Dollar Tree has acrylic paint markers. I think it's 6 of them for $1.25. And they have 2 packs. So you can get 12 colors. I've gone to 3 Dollar Trees so far and I have not found them. And I just saw the young lady's video yesterday. So if y'all are trying to get paint markers, I don't think it was a name brand, but it's paint, it's acrylic paint. So, I mean, how wrong can you go with that? Okay, I picked up 2 packs of Post-it notes. I do not like Jots Post-it notes. I only like Post-it notes. And I use these things up all of the time. Then I was in there and I saw this. Oh, you're welcome, Bamboo Cat. But yeah, you can still get it, but it's kind of hunting. Oh, okay, Mouse Guard is also like that. But I think that Amazon might be selling it. But you got to check some of the places now because they're making some of these books in with Amazon paper. Mm-hmm. They did that with Lorraine. Amazon made it, but they made it just a regular 10 by 10 book, Amazon paper. And the printing, the quality of the paper, everything really sucked. So you got to be real careful with that. And somebody saw my Jane. Jane was the one that ordered it, and she got it. She was so disappointed. And somebody found one that they had in their bookshelf, and they sent one to her. And I was so happy when she got it because it is a difference, especially if you're a book collector, in getting it, and getting that original one, and especially when it's out of print. And so sometimes you just have to really, really look hard. Um, yeah, they're being sneaky with it. And it looks like the same book, and then you get it, and it's like this is not even the same one, and they don't even tell you. Epsy does that too with a couple of the books because somebody was looking for one of the books, Miss Hannah Carlson's books that's out of print. She's got 2 books that are out of print, Spirit Animals, and I forgot the other book. So both of those are out of print. But somebody on Etsy is selling them printed with cheap paper. And they're selling it for like $15. And you're like, whoa, this book. Because somebody was trying to sell Spirit Animals or another book on Amazon for like $140, I'm not found on Amazon. Right, you really have to like the image. So I was in this, and I was looking for 2 of these. So I was in a Dollar Tree, and this just happened. I think somebody was in there getting ready to buy these 2 books. These 2 books were kind of stuffed on the side. You know how their books collection is just all trash. They just throw stuff in there. I guess kids come through there and toss the whole store. Anyway, so you have to really dig through there. Well, these two were side by side, and they were just like stuffed to the side, like somebody, decided not to get them. And I'm like, oh, well, let me see what they are. This one is Dream Walls, and the thing that made me want to look at it because it says the collage kit, good vibes. And I don't even know if y'all know about those collage books. I've been buying them because I've been working on doing some collages and things. And I was asking Miss Dee Dee Willingham which books that she suggested, and she suggested a book by this lady called Maria Rivas. So I bought a couple of her books, and so they are really good for doing your collages and stuff like that. And then plus magazines, clippings, and other books that you can cut up. But I find that book paper is thicker, and if you're making a collage, it'll really quickly make your collage book or reverse book fatter than what you want it to be. So I was like, let me look at this one. Girl, why? When I opened this one up, I was like, ooh, this is perfect. First, I always look at the price. Okay, this is a Castle Points book. I don't see a price on here unless this has a price on the back of here. Oh, of course, I'm not going to be able to pull this. Oh, I can pull it off. It's not going to let me be great. Hold on. I can see it. I can see something. Hold on. Okay, $25 USA. The collage books range, the cheapest is like $25. They sure are. $25 US. It's right there. So what is that? 30 something Canadian. So, and see, Dollar Tree does that. They'll have $50. I bought a $50 book from Dollar Tree, and I paid $1. That's when it was $1 holla. Now it's $1.20. $33.09. Okay, you can get some good deals. So anyway, yeah. So I figured. Oh, and they've got 4 books. Now I tore that store up trying to find the rest of these. So this one I have is Good Vibes. They have Ocean Getaway, Desert Style, Wanderlust, and Island Paradise. So hold on. I'm sorry. It has 50 unique images. Da 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 da. I don't know how many they have in here. Okay, I guess 50. 8 by 10. Okay, and you can cut these up. Girl, this is a collage book. Say what? Uh-huh. And it's one-sided. Girl. And you can cut it up into making whatever, You can cut out something, or you can, post it in your book. I don't know what y'all can do. You can cut the words out. Girl. I was like, $1.25? Yes, ma'am. You went right in my pockety book. I'm not found. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to read your comment again. Yes, like, look at this. Plus, you can get some beautiful color palettes. And people now, what they're doing with their coloring books is they're taking this, they're cutting out things, patterns in their, from their books and collage books and pasting them inside of their coloring books and then coloring around it. This is beautiful. Excuse me. But, I mean, to get all of this ready to go, now this will be interesting. You can actually cut those ducks out. Or swans. Excuse me, swans or geese or whatever they are. Or you can just cut this out in water and, use it in your coloring book page. If, whatever. Oh, I don't like the color clouds. Well, here's some clouds here. Yes. Now, I wouldn't say it's like the best of the best, but, when you're doing collaging and things, this will be good. And then also you can probably make this book a collage book. You've already got the backgrounds, and you can just paint. I don't know why every time I get on here. Is it because I'm talking? It might be, and it's like freezing outside. Hold on, y'all. Okay, this one doesn't want to work. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I like it. Now, pictures are a little, they're not bright, but you know what? You can paint over this. You can put acrylic paint over these. You like this car, you like the fender, but you don't, it's not red enough. Take you some acrylic markers, paint right over it. If you want to use pencil, put some matte medium. What is it? Golden matte medium, like Dee Dee talks about. Put that over it, and then you can pencil over top of it. You can make it do what it do. A $25 book for $1.25. Yep. So I looked for the rest of these books, or just another copy of these, so I can give it to somebody. Just one. So when I go to the couple of other Dollar Trees that I'm usually around, I'll look and see if I can find some more of those. So then this book, I do read books, y'all. I don't just color in books, and I don't just look at books with pages and then toss them to the side. This one I found very interesting because it's called Drawing on the Dominant Eye by Betty Edwards. And then this book was a $15 book, a Canadian $20, and that's Miss Betty. She's an art teacher, a lecturer, and an author, best known for her classic book, Drawn on the Right Side of the Brain. Now, this is Drawn on the Dominant Eye, and she sold 5 million copies. Okay. Well, girl, they got you at the Dollar Tree now. Okay. And I hope this will get you people to go over there to get the Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. I think I've heard of that before. So she dedicates it to her daughter and her son. Okay, so um, the reason why I like these books, because one, I like reading about how artists started their career and everything, and then she has a message here. I do believe in that because you do have a dominant hand, you got dominant legs, you got dominant eyes, you got it's everything is this the same is not the same. If that makes any sense. So she's breaking it down, and I love the print. The print is not too small, and then she's got it in different fonts. So, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and maths. Is STEM. I remember this in public schools. Today remains significantly focused on left brain language based skills. They always said that. So this book has got it's interesting. It talks about Einstein, and I don't know. Art was not my favorite. That wasn't really a subject. Science was my favorite subjects between science and math. But at the time, I was good in English, even though you probably can't tell now the way I speak grammatically incorrect. But I do it on purpose sometimes. But anyway, I found this interesting because we have President Obama here. And then who is this handsome man? I cannot think of his name. He was in George Clooney. Yeah, he was in a couple of movies. And so there's using their pictures as an examples of right side, dominant eye, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be really interested in reading this. This is a famous picture. I don't know. I can't remember all the artists and stuff. So anyway, so I found this really interesting. And then I remember, like in school, you did too. Who is this? Is somebody delivering something? I see. I'm looking out the window. To make your viewfinder. Now, Dee Dee makes a viewfinder. She takes two pieces of cardboard. When you're like making something, and you can switch it up, and you can actually see something in a whole bunch of something else. I'm not saying it right. I'm looking out the window. So a viewfinder. I don't know. It's just so interesting. And did y'all know this in the FedEx logo? Y'all see FedEx? There's an arrow here. Am I supposed to get a? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Is this somebody from me? I don't think I'm supposed to be getting anything else. But somebody is out there looking like but they're not in pull. You know how they're not really pulled in front. But anyway, so FedEx has an arrow right here, and this was truly a marketing thing. Oh, she's bringing something. What is that? That's some food. She got a drink. Oh, she door dashing. Y'all, hold on. I didn't order. I don't order DoorDash. I don't know if y'all know that. Hold on. This little lady, bless her heart. Let me see if I can get to her before she get up to the door. Okay. Child, it came from Panera. You could give it to me if you want to. Anyway, so the little DoorDash lady was trying to deliver DoorDash to somebody, not here. Anyway, back to the FedEx. So this is a marketing thing. So if you've ever noticed this emblem, well, you really wouldn't think about it. There is an arrow here, and that kind of gives you some type of subliminal messages. Anyway, the arrow is right here. Nobody, I mean, you really wouldn't even notice it, but they do that a lot with in marketing. Now, what is up with the Target logo? Okay, one way in which drawing has persisted over time in symbolic drawing, memorized simplified images mechanically reproduced that stand for something else, usually a large visual or verbal ideal or concept or an organization. Today's these symbols can be as simple as directional arrows or the small signs of arithmetic, which represent the very large ideals of adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. Or symbols can be as elaborate as flags representing whole countries, complex, or whatever. So, Target, oh, Target logo, a target. That's where you want to go. It's bullseye. The Twitter logo that it goes out into the universe. So, I mean, that is subliminal type of messages and things. But anyway, and you're looking at it with your eyes, but it makes you react a certain way, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so this is a very interesting book. It's not just you know, I'm sure if I want to, I can cut some of these pictures out of here. But why do we make portraits of ourselves and other people? And people always ask me, why do you always color books that you're coloring women? Well, most of the books I have, they just have women in there. I don't know. I don't pick it. That's what a lot of artists color. I mean, draw. I'm not opposed to drawing any men. I have a couple of books that have some men in it. I don't know. Like people draw mermaids. They draw, manga things. I don't know why we always drawing women. I don't know, or portraits. I like portrait art. That's one reason why I liked it. So, but I don't know what the answer is. And this is Pablo Picasso, Vincent Van Gogh. But anyway, so for $1.25, and I have this one. This one is Norman Rockwell, and I have that one in a Creative Haven book here, right here. Creative Haven Classics, Saturday Evening Post. I used to love the Saturday Evening Post. Oh my goodness. It would come out, I think partially come out on well, they had the Wall Street Journal and the Saturday Evening Post, and there was another something I used to look. It's called the New Yorker or something like that. Anyway, whatever. I'm having flashbacks, but yeah. So these books like this, they're interesting to read, and they're full of stuff that you probably won't ever use. And then sometimes if you do a trivia, people will look at you like, "How do you know the answer to that?" And then you're just like, "I don't know. I just read stuff." Now, this I found really interesting, their glossary. Cerebral cortex, cognitive shift, composition, contour line, edge, eye level, cross hatching. These are all art terms, y'all. photography terms, art terms, things that involve thinking and seeing, negative spaces, perception. A lot of people that are really, into painting and drawing and stuff, they use these terms. Scanning, sighting, split brain. Yeah, and she's got all. See, this is a proper book. The pages are numbered. There's an index, there's a bibliography page, there is a glossary, there is a table of contents, acknowledgments. This is how books are supposed to be, and I wish coloring books would be a little bit more like this. Just a little. If they just start out with the daggone page numbers, I will be happy. And then also, if they draw a flower or an animal, if they put reference to it in the back, that would be greatly appreciative. Now, Kirby started doing it in one book. He had to, really, because the book was full of endangered animals, so he kind of had to do that. But he's not consistent in numbering his pages. But I just tell you, that's what I really like. So anyway, how many minutes? Oh, 40 minutes. That's good. That's it. Well, so that's all. So it started out as a tag. And like I said, I got tagged twice. So I'll do the other tag later today, the confessional tag. But thank you, Miss Evelyn Colors, for tagging me in the is it big enough or something like that? How big is too big or something like that? And I think it was by Piggy Pages. And that's my Dollar Tree haul. So that's all I got for y'all. I just found out I had to do more hours to get monetized. I don't even know why I thought I had all of the hours. No, I'm still like 800 hours away. So I'm going to probably be stopping doing those fast videos. I'm going to let those fast videos stay at regular speed, and I'll probably start talking in them. Usually I'm talking in them anyway, but I'll have something on that I know that is YouTube doesn't like. But if I'm not monetized, I don't think it matters. So, but anyway, it's just to get to the hours. So yeah, so I guess I'll have to do more talking videos. I'm sorry, y'all. I can still do the uploads, but I need 800 more hours, and then I'm like 50, almost 50 hours from the number of people to have. So that's pretty close. I need 500, and then I need like, I think it's 1,000. I don't know, watch hours or something like that. So, but anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll just kind of be back, and I'll kind of find my little couple of hours that I can do that. I don't like to, be on when my favorites are on, but it's YouTube. Anybody can come on anytime they want to. Nobody has any particular time slot. But most of the people that I do like, their time slot is there. But if I feel like coming on, I will, and then I'll just watch their video on the replay. Replay is all good. All right. Okay. Thank you, Bamboo. I'll talk to y'all later.